All right, shalom.
Shalom.
And we're going to turn towards the east, giving our glory and praises to Hey, you know, but honors to the elders and apostles teaching us the truth. All right, peace and blessings to the brothers pushing the word throughout the four corners. Peace and blessings to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, with the GMS MEMPHIS FLEE. All right, we come in week in and week out to prophesy about the downfall of America. All right, spiritually known as Sodom, spiritually known as Egypt. All right, and Babylon, man. All right, this place is full of confusion, man. And the Lord is about to make his grand entrance here, man. He's going to send heavy judgments on this place. But he's pretty much requiring the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians, get the sign, bro. He pretty much requiring you to repent, man. All right? So we're going to get some precepts, Lord willing, you be edified. Get out there, 58:1.
Hey, this is the book of Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Right, it say cry aloud, spare not, man. We're not out here to pacify people's feelings, man. That's what people got misconstrued. We're not your pastors out here, man. We're not the pastors in the church house. All right? We don't have that doctrine preaching talking about come as you are. We don't do those things, man. We're doing what's told of us. What's told of us according to Isaiah 58:1 is to cry aloud, man. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Spare nothing, man. And do what, brother? Read.
This is Isaiah 58 and verse 1. It says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Right, so my people, the Lord's peculiar people, man, holy people, according to Deuteronomy 7:6, man. Get there real quick, you know?
God, this is Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. And it reads, for thou art, it says, for thou art an holy people. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord, it says, the Lord thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all, it says, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right, so when you go into that term holy, holy means separate, man. We're supposed to be separate from these other nations. What makes us separate? The wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge make us different from these other nations, man. It's something that these other nations lack, man. Moab don't have wisdom. Ham don't have wisdom. Esau, Edom, the ones who currently in the ruling seat right now, he don't have wisdom, man. Look at how the earth is being operated, man. There's chemtrails everywhere. The earth, the oceans are polluted. The woman ruling over us. The children even oppressing us. We at the point now where it's like everything is against us in America, man. But the Lord said that these things will happen unto us because we are in our enemy hands, man. When you in your enemy hands, don't expect nothing good to come out of it, man. That's the point. We in captivity. So when we out here lifting up thy voice like a trumpet unto you Israelites, man, hey, we giving you the warning, man. Hey, the Lord showing forth the mercy.
Hey, this is Jeremiah 3 and 15, just going back into the point you were making earlier. It says, and I will give you counsels according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Hey, here starting with our elders apostles and great millstone, and we are those true pastors, man. Okay, according to the Lord heart that should feed the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, okay, all the way down to you so-called Mexicans, right? With the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. All right, we are the true pastors, man. Not your Joel Austin, not your T.D. Jakes, man. Okay, why? Because they're preaching safety. They're not crying about letting you know to repent, okay, before all hell break loose, man. All right, and guess what? Our people, they want the smooth things, man. They don't want to return back, man. Okay, they want to hear that they can have sex on the set and all type of other bullshit and madness, man. But guess what? You and your pastor gonna be Lord for them, man. Because if the blind lead the blind,
Hope shall follow to them.
yes, man.
Y'all gonna follow to this expeditiously, man. You know? Hey man, go ahead and get the next precept.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
And that's the point, man. The Lord brought us up from the land of Egypt. You know? Jake don't even meditate on that, man. Here it is. We was in captivity under the vigorous captivity of Ham, man. Who you people love calling yourself, oh, we African Americans. But if you go on Exodus, them Africans had us in captivity, man. All right, but they had their biblical name was Ham, man. All right, and they had us in their hands. They dealt with us in harsh ways, man. We helped build up their kingdom, man. And you fast forward now, hey, we did the same thing for America. Who built the stoplights? Jake, man. Who created the medical what's the shit called, man, for your heart?
A pacemaker.
Yeah, a pacemaker, man. That was created by Jake. Look it up. Like Jake, we the former of all things, man. Every time you turn around, who building these big ass buildings, man? You got Issachar, man. Our people, the so-called Mexicans.
cutting the grass.
Cutting grass. You know?
Yep.
He's out there taking credit for it.
Right.
Get the mud, yeah.
Hey, that's all he ever can do, man. Try to take credit for something. Hey, one thing you never take credit for is your own dirt that you push out, man. Such as killing the Native Americans, such as enslaving the Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you done did all these things, man. Chemtrails in the air. You're destroying, you mixing breed, mixing animal DNA. You're doing too much, man. That's why you gotta be chased out of the earth, man. Like the scriptures say, man. Yeah, you gotta be chased out of the earth. But hey, you gotta be hit with those nuclear missiles, man. That's why anybody that they love, anybody saying that they love this place, man, they stay far away from them niggas, man. Because the Lord marking them niggas for judgment. If you in love with the way how America is being operated and the way how they do things, hey, though man join the hand, the wicked should not go unpunished, man. The Lord is going to destroy this place. You can be conformed to American ways all you want, man. You done with that?
Verse 1.
Yeah, read, like brother say, bring it back. Read verse 1 again, man.
All right, this is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Hey, and what is iniquity, man? To add sin upon sin. Here it is. The brother just brought out Jeremiah 3:15. The Lord will send you pastors according to his heart. They should feed you with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on what? Don't fix the old path. Where's the good way? Because you don't know the way, Jay. That's why you out here doing whatever. That's why you out here worshiping Cesare Borgia. That's why you out here thinking the Lord is a so-called white man. You thinking the Lord is our love. Hey, your prayer towards the Lord is taught by the precepts of men. We'll say thy habitation is in the midst of the sea. Through the sea, they refuse to know the Lord, man. But the Lord made it so simple that he got men out here week in and week out in every country, every state, prophesying about his coming and on what you should do to be ready for it. You got it, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths.
When somebody's standing in the ways and see, that means actually examine your situation. Step outside your own personal box. I love saying it because Jake have a personal box, man. Our people love bread and service. They love having fun. But ain't nobody paying attention to the blitz that's coming out on the side, man. You finna get hit, man. You finna get blitzed by this devil. And you're not paying attention because guess what? You wanna have fun, man. It said the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, man. But the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth.
Yeah.
So if you always having fun, that's the best way to catch your enemy. You catch your enemy off guard when they ain't looking at you, man. And this devil been doing it ever since, man. He been capitalizing on these 2/3 of our wicked people for a long time, man. Got these niggas believing in Christmas. Got these niggas believing in birthdays. Got these niggas believing in a holy Trinity doctrine. Got them worshiping Muhammad. Got them practicing on dirty ass rugs at 12 o'clock noon to give praises to Allah Akbar, man. You know, like our people are gone. Got them eating pork. Said, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor strong drink. That's why this devil gotta go, man. And hey, the leaders of you people, you know, you pastors, you slick shoe ass pastors, and also you the law only Israelites, y'all gonna get judged, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not giving them people the proper procedures. You're not getting them ready. You're not telling them that they can't come as themselves, man. Yep. The Lord don't want no dime piece. I'm a bad bitch. The Lord don't want bad bitches, man. You got it out.
Hey, this is Isaiah 29 and 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, right, and with their lips do honor me,
right,
but have removed their hearts from me, and the spirit toward me is taught by the precepts of men.
Right, so when you go into these harlot houses, which this week you had something beautiful happen, man. You had that damn church right here in Memphis that was burning, man, on fire. That was spiritual.
Like
the Lord not dealing with temples made with hands, man. There's so much corruption going on in those churches, man. You got pastors doing weird stuff, sex trafficking involved in weirdness, man. And you look up to these guys? Because let me guess, you think gang is godliness, right? So when they riding in their Lamborghini and they got their $3.4 million house, it makes them a righteous man, right? No, that's retarded, man. That's called being simple-minded, man. You will be judged for being a simpleton, man. You being complacent. You got it, Tom. Go back into that Jeremiah 6 and 16. Finish it out. Yeah, we did in the KJV first, and then we did in the NET.
It's like in Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old path. Where's the good way and walk therein?
Hey, where's the good way and walk therein? See, a lot of people, they not, the good way is in their face. It's the prophets, man. You see, being a prophet ain't no easy job, man. We walking and talking. We actually have to obey the words of Yahweh Shabbat Shah, or the Lord would take our ass out for misusing his word, man. What it tells you, curse the man that uses the word deceitfully. See, the phone chimed in on there, man. Hey, yep. Curses the man, listen to that, curses the man that used the word deceitfully, man. That's why we have to uphold these laws, statutes, and commandments. And we got to be these righteous examples for those that want to learn about Yahweh Shai, that want to seek their good way. You got men out there holding on to the world, trying to hold on to an image. Meanwhile, calling on Most High Christ best. My bad. The nigga with friendships, they join hands with with Muhammad. So it's Muhammad, Most High Christ bless.
Oh man.
You know? Hey, just more abominations, man. Brother got something right there.
Man.
He's being on that EET.
It said, and you shall find rest for your souls, but they said we would not walk therein. This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16 in the NET. The Lord said to his people, who are standing at the crossroads, so consider your path. Ask where the old reliable path are. Ask where the path is that leads to blessing and follow it.
Right.
If you do, you will find rest for your soul. But they said you will not follow it.
Right, because the scriptures tell you, mark the perfect man, for the end of that man is peace, man. You see, like, dealing with a hypocrite, man, you can't really deal with a person like that, man. They unstable. They don't know what to do, man. A person that's unstable and not set in his ways and not having principles and morals, you don't want to deal with a person like that, man. That person will get you and him messed up. Or you and her messed up. For men that love putting women over them. You know? That's why you have to examine. You have to look at the crossroads. You got to see, hey, what's the right path, man? You got to step outside that personal box of trying to reach certain goals, trying to achieve certain things in America, and you got to understand what's pleasing unto Yahweh Shema Shai, man. See, the Lord is not like Jesus, man. You see, the Lord said, I'm not going to meet thee as a man. When you look at Caesarea with the stringy hair and the pale face, you know that man is soft, man. That's a soft individual. But when you look at it, look at Yahweh Shai, all right, Quadah, which is dark skin, the true depiction of our Lord according to the scriptures. Hey, man, it make you tighten up. You know? It make you get on point, man. Because you know a man like that ain't gonna play, man. Hey, man, one person that play like that. You gotta go.
Hey, if I may add, because we know that season for here, okay, Jesus Christ is why people worship. Hey, we know that's not the way, like you're making that beautiful point. Hey, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, that's the way, man. You can be flaming a bundle of sticks under Jesus Christ, man. But under Yahweh Shah, no, you have to repent, man, because hey, you can get this from the St. John, is it I am the way, truth, is it 14? Bible Shah, read it quick. I think it's 14. This is John chapter 14, verse 6. Yahweh Shai said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. So just going back to that Jeremiah, can you go back to that Jeremiah and the NET? It's back at Jeremiah chapter 16, verse
Jeremiah 6 and 16.
Jeremiah 6 and 16 in the NET. The Lord said to his people, you are standing at the crossroads. So consider your path. Yep, consider your path. What? Are you going to follow life? Or are you going to follow death, man? Okay, you got it. Ask, where the old? And who are you going to ask, man? The prophets, because that's the Lord's mouthpiece, man. Yep. Okay, you got it. The reliable path are. Ask where the path is that lead to blessing. And who is that path that leads to blessing and blessing and follow it? And follow it. Who is that path that leads to blessing? And you must follow it. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man. Okay, what the world really calls Jesus Christ, man. Who they eagerly think is a so-called white man with stringy hair. But no, man. Okay, he would be a so-called Negro, man, for the tribe of Judah, man. Here today, man. What you gotta know, if you do, you will find rest for your souls, but they said you would not follow it. That's 2/3 of our people, man. Okay, that wanted to be crucified, man. Okay, when that was getting cut by the scripture, just like our people want us put to death, we cut them with the scripture, man. All right, and brother upon earth, have I therefore proclaimed your enemy because I tell you the truth? Hey, man, we out here to tell you the truth, man. We're not here to sugarcoat it, man. We're crying a lot, sparing not, man. This does not look like a trumpet, man. Okay, to tell our people to repent. Okay? Because judgment is coming, man.
Hey, I got a real quick precept. All right. Sirach 4 and 20. Observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. So, hey, you supposed to be, hey, when it comes to about when it's, not to get tongue-tied, but when it comes in the topic of life and death, you're supposed to have all ears to this. But it's concerning your soul, man. This is not concerning how to get rich scheme. This is not concerning on how to be a nigga. a get out of jail free card, how to roll up a blunt, how to commit adultery, how to line up your hair, bar your head. Hey, this is not for that shit, man. This is for life. This is for life or death, man. Choose this day who you gonna serve. You gonna serve your house shop, or you gonna serve the world, man. You gotta have, this shit, not calling this shit, but this spiritual thing getting real, it's getting serious, man. It's getting down to those that fear the Lord. What it say? Then shall you return and discern between those that fear the Lord. Get it, brother, your favorite precept, man. Those that fear the Lord and those that don't.
Hey, this is Malachi 3, I started 16. This is Malachi 3, starting at verse 16. It says, then they that feared the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name.
That's what it's all about, man. It's all about considering Yahweh in your everyday walk, even in your decision-making skills, man. If the Lord tell you not to do something according to the law, he tell you not to commit adultery, he tell you not to, get out of, tattoos and, which we already got these things, because guess what? We was in darkness. But now that we brought to this marvelous light, how should we conduct ourselves, man? How should we really be conducting ourselves? See, everything really counts when we pretty much, when the Lord done converted us over. See, one thing about a Christian, they'll get dumped in chlorophene water and shit, Clorox bleach, and come up and say that they're saved. What you saved from? What is you saved from? Because saved means to prevent the death of, man. You're still available to die. You're still vulnerable to death. How are you vulnerable? Because when you don't seek Yahweh Shah, who the word even called God and Jesus Christ, and you don't seek Yahweh Shah, man, Yahweh Shah, you're ultimately going to be judged, man. Because you don't want that corrections. You don't want that rest for your soul. Brother got something to back up there, rest for your soul. Get it, God.
God, this is Matthew 11 and starting at 28.
And this is a commandment. This is red letters. This is Yahweh Shah talking.
God, this is Matthew 11 and 28. The point is in 29. It says in 28, it says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
Right. Hey, ain't we heavy laden? Ain't we going through hell? Hag got 1 to 6, man. Bag full of holes, man. If you working, hey, you ain't getting enough, man. We the only people in this world that have to live in fear, man. We gotta live in fear of our enemy. Here it is when we go to work tomorrow, we gotta worry about, hey man, hey, I might have to lay you out. And you didn't even did nothing. We gotta go home to, we left our woman, I love you, baby. And then we go home, she texting another dude. Pretty much everything is against us, man. And it's only gonna hurt those that's fully entangled in America, man. See, it hurts. If it hurts, good. Because you're not supposed to set your mind here. If you feel like you're going through so much hell, good, brother. You're supposed to feel like this. Because if you don't, if the Lord was to just bless you every single day, you will fucking depart from him every single day.
Come on.
Back in Matthew 11 and 29,
right.
it says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me,
right?
For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your soul.
Man, what it say? That he may run, that readeth it. Hey, we've been running ever since, man. We running this race that Paul speaks of, man. We got to make sure that we stay at a steady pace.
Yeah.
See? You don't want to run too hard. You don't want to slow the hell up either. You want to make sure that like you on point, man. You in tune. And then what makes it so beautiful, what pushes you to keep going is that you got your brothers with you. We all running too. And we are exhorting, what it say, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, man. You read that.
Come, this is Matthew 11 and 29. This is red letter, Lord Yahweh Shai. It says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
Yeah, and the yoke that we learned of Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai, he showed us how to conduct ourselves, man. How we should live our life to please Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? And that yoke, ultimately was the work that he had to do, man. Because we got work to do, man. And so when you jump back to verse 28, because it said those that labor, yeah, we got to work. It said the man doesn't work, he doesn't eat. But ultimately, the men that's doing this work with the Lord, that's laboring in the truth, man, that's grinding, man. You got it, though. I started 28 years.
Come, Matthew 11 and 28. It says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
Yeah, the Lord's going to give us rest, man. Because, hey, after all this prophesying, being looked at as a spectacle under this microscope, man, okay, in the eyes of these people, and the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to give us rest, man. And like the point that Brother Broad was making, man, we have to wake up for Esau and clock in. Man, we don't know, like Brother said, we don't know if these motherfuckers going to fire us, lay us off, you know what I'm saying, for anything, man. So, hey, we trouble on all sides, but Esau's not, man. So the Lord, and he's about to give us rest, but the thing about it, it says, what in verse 29?
It says in Matthew 11 and 29, it says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
And that's the thing about it. We got to learn about Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai, because he's the way he taught us how to conduct ourselves, man. He taught us what to do and what not to do, man. Okay? You got it, all right?
Yep, and it says, for I am meek and lowly in heart.
That's the thing about it. That's a part of the elect. That's attributes of part of the elect, being meek, lowly, humble, okay, that can take correction, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna repent, man, after being corrected, man. Because guess what? Hey, you gon', like you making that point, ultimately to grow or correction, you're gonna need that correction to grow in this truth, man. Alright? You got it, though, Bob.
God, it says in Matthew 11 and 29, finishing up, it says, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls.
And that's what the kingdom of heaven is for. When you go to Matthew the 5th chapter, for the meek and lowly, okay, the poor of this world, okay, that's rich in spirit and faith, man. That's what the kingdom of heaven is for. That's what that rest is going to be for, man. So you need to be checking your attitude and behavior. Are you meek? Are you lowly? Okay? Are you going to stop doing this to please the Lord? Or are you going to keep continuing on doing it and you know what's going to be the outcome? It's going to be to death.
You got it, brother.
Hey, following Yahweh Shai, he's going to give you everlasting rest. Not this bullshit rest we get up on this side. You know, you put in a 2-week vacation, wow, 3-week, all that, man, you will still be tired. Personal days, the Lord's going to give you everlasting rest. That's why he said, take my yoke. The yoke that Esau got up on you, Israelite, man, might as well you down.
Hey, that yoke made of iron.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? One thing about the yoke that Esau got on you, it's made of iron, man.
Yeah.
And that shit holding you down every day. You know? Imagine how the slaves had to feel when they was in that slave ship, man. Wearing that yoke of iron. Chained up next to their brothers, man.
Hey, you making that point?
Even they couldn't even sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Being on top of each other.
Some of them was dying because of the infirmities and things was going on in there. They had to use the bathroom where they stand.
Oh man.
For hours, man, for days, over months.
Dang.
You making that point too. They had got one in six. That that's also part of that yoke too. The bills. I was gonna say that the modern day yoke is the bills. Jake always slaved in the warehouse, man, trying to pay the condo, trying to pay the rent, trying to pay all these bills. That's the modern day yoke.
And the key word is you rushing to do it. That's an even more of a yoke. Because you got to beat the first of the month. You got to beat the 17th of insurance. You got to beat the 15th of the Xfinity income. Xfinity internet. You got to pay for a lot of shit. And if you got your kids in daycare, you got to pay the daycare folks. You know what I'm saying? It's all types of stuff, man. And then in school, you want to homeschool your child, you can do that, but hey, you gotta let the school board know. You gotta let them know that, hey, my child gonna be with me. Or because if you don't let them know, what's gonna happen is you gonna go to jail. That's truancy, man.
Yeah.
They can lock you up, man. See, it's like everything is against us.
Either way it goes, you're gonna get indoctrinated by Esau's doctrine.
Man, even when a baby is born, man, a baby born, they already talking about this shit pissed me off, man. Went to the hospital talking about some goddamn, the baby already got a certificate. The baby already got a social security. What the fuck is you talking about? The baby fucking 2 months. What is it gonna do? Who is gonna work for? They let you know we enslaved. We in slavery, man.
That social security and birth certificate identified.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
It does.
another number under Esau's
It ain't nothing but the new way of branding you, man. Cause back then slaves had to get branded on who master it was. Oh man, that's Big Daddy slave right there. Yeah, it's for Candyland.
Hey, what's the new
No,
brand?
5,
Get
6.
that in Revelation 13.
Get that in Revelations. Let's go ahead and get it, man. Let's go ahead and
Hey,
get
you
it.
talking about that
Just
brand?
flowing in the spirit, man.
What's gonna be that new brand?
Right.
Talking about that brand. This is what he gonna try to brand our people right here.
Right. Hey, let me get Michael 2 and 10 right quick. And then we gonna get that. We gonna get the final exam. Right? You got it.
Michael chapter 2, verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, man, we opened up with this precept pretty much down there with the head brothers, man. And pretty much when you watch that word depart, your lot is the Hebrew word for it. But it also means to separate yourself, man. Okay, when you always in tune with the world, trying to keep up with what the world got going on, with the TikTok dancing and shit, or trying to get on trying to wear the most recent shoes they come out of Foot Locker and shit, trying to worry about what the celebrities got going on, you be out of tune with the Lord's judgment. And being out of tune with the Lord's judgment is the most disrespectful shit you can throw in the Lord's face, man. Because is it not for Israel to know judgment? You got it, bro.
Back in Michael chapter 2, verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
What is polluted with? Wickedness. You gotta worry about at this point now, it's so bad with the ABCD community that he even got kids involved. You gotta worry about your 9-year-old and 11-year-old changing their sex. Like you got Zaya Wade, Lil Nasty X, Lil Nas X. The Lord ended up judging that nigga. Lord wouldn't, I was hoping the Lord take him out. But pretty much, his whole face is paralyzed. Woo. He lost all feeling on the side of his face, man. I hope the Lord do something crazy to him, man. Because, man, Lil Boosie's daughter, man. His daughter, she more of a man in the house than all them niggas put together, man. And he talking, and all these daddies, all they got to say is these weak ass dads out here, man. Weak ass father figures and leaders in the house, man. You gotta have nuts, man. And all they can say is, oh man, my daughter, hey, if you can be whatever you want, I'm down with it. I ain't gonna, trying to trim your ways to seek love with your child, man. No. You're supposed to tell your child from right from wrong, man. See, you gotta understand. We indoctrinated every day. That's why I say this land is greatly polluted. We're being indoctrinated with black culture. Do as thou will. You only live once. You can be whatever you want. Don't let nobody tell you you can't be whatever you want. Then when your son say, man, I want to be a sheep, you in agreement. Like, no, man.
And that's that new path, 2,000 laws people have chosen.
Right.
Like, you can be whatever you want. You mean tell me my son can sit up here and tell me that, hey, I want to be a little girl. You can chop his rod off.
Man.
Like, what the hell?
They pay for it too.
Yeah.
They'll pay for it.
And then they'll lock you up until
No, you can't do no
you can't do that.
Man, you
Babylon.
can't even whoop your kids, man. You whoop your kids in public, man. Folks like, man, what you doing? That's a child.
Yeah.
Man, shut your ass up. That's an old spirit that done came back. I know what to do with that spirit, and that's my child. Shut your ass up, man. And stay in your place, man. A lot of these folks, they always in tune with other people's businesses too. Pay attention to their social media, man. I be looking at social media, and I just can't wrap my finger around how everybody be so in tune in people's stories and lives. I be like, why you gotta show everybody what you doing every second and every hour? It don't make sense. It really don't, man. It got me feeling like I'm in my 40s or something. Every time I look at the internet, I'm like, why you gotta show proof of every damn situation you in? I'm at the gym. I'm taking my lady out to Florida. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just get there. That's why this devil just keep tabs up with you people, man. That's why it's gonna be so easy to make you bow down to that Nick Chip, man. It's gonna be so easy because y'all already in tune with technology. You already in tune with self. See, he already put that, instilled that within you. But that's what happens to those that don't want to serve the Yahweh Shema Shah and keep the commandments. You don't want rest for your souls in your Yahweh Shah? Then you go find rest in the devil. And we'll see what's the end result of it. You got it, bro. You don't get my computer. Get your yourself, and then we're going to be at Revelations 13.
The second address, chapter 15, verse, start at 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Right.
Sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Bring it back again, brother. I don't think I'm missing something in there.
It's the second address, chapter 15, verse 5.
Right.
Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
I thought the Lord was coming with our love. Because if you saying the Lord is our love, that means you saying the Lord is pleased with the way how this world is being operated. Why you putting words in the Lord's mouth? You know, don't you hate when you go give somebody a message and then they mix it and screw, they chop and screw that shit with somebody else? And then you get mad. You be like, man, I didn't tell you to say that. That's why the Lord saying, hey, whose mouths must be stopped. That's why these mouths of these other prophets got to be stopped, man. They tell you words is a powerful thing. If you go to church and your pastor say you're gonna be prospering, and you're gonna pretty much like fun house. You're gonna have a fun house. You on point with it. It's cool. It sound good. But those words, the vibrations of those words, is just it's not feeding your spirit. It's feeding your flesh. You know. See, your flesh want to hear about the good things. Your spirit want to hear things that's concerning your soul. And we brought out in Sirach. You know, don't be ashamed when it's concerning our soul, man. Make sure that you're fearing the Lord, keeping the commandments. Make sure that you're considering your actions in this world, man, because the Lord and His judgment day is approaching. Okay.
Verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
So the Lord bringing all these cavalry of judgment, war, famine, death, pestilence. All these was created for those that the will the evil, those that love this world, man. You know?
Rise of the part, man. This is not it's completely one wickedness. So what's coming to this place? The famine, the death, the destruction, man. These is what's coming. So the Lord is telling us spiritually to depart from this thing. If not, hey, it's gonna fuck you over, man.
I got one for you, y'all.
You gotta get it before
This is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 40, and verse 9 and verse 10. It says in verse 9, it says, death and bloodshed, strife.
I bring it back again tonight.
Come, this is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 40 and verse 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword. in calamity, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. Verse 10. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
Hey man, so just like when the Lord was looking at, you know, the ancient time during the time of Noah, how he was paying attention to how the world was being operated, everybody was giving into marriage, everybody was entwined with one's self-achievements, ultimately just being prideful, man. No, he looked to see if he can find a person that feared him, and he did. He found Noah in his household. But here it is, man, one person, one man, one household, compared to a lot of individuals. What do you say, like a drop greater than a wave? Like a wave greater than a drop?
Yeah.
There should be many more that perish in this life, man. Right. So the Lord is bringing heavy judgment, man. You thought you just seen some scary shit. No, man. The Lord finna bring it. And he gonna use this devil to do so, man. Because this devil, Esau Edom, self-proclaimed white man, is the Lord's whooping stick. You got anything else?
I just gonna make the point on the blackouts. You know, like the Lord, he gonna make his point.
He agree first, yeah, we can tap in with the money and first like doing with the refugee street.
The Lord, y'all must know he gonna make his point with these blackouts because you got our people, they like to watch paranormal activities, but you just wait till the Lord bring out them apparitions, like he speaks about in Wisdom of Solomon 17th chapter, man. You know, like the brother, brought out in the pre-camp, darkness that can be felt. Man. Go scare the shit out of y'all, man.
Come on, brother. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, get that before we get that Revelations, because we're gonna hold off on that Revelation, because we're gonna get it. Get that in Wisdom of Solomon. Is it 16? 17. We're during the time of the Egyptians. It talks about during that time of ancient Egypt, man. Yep. And before you get that, get that in 6.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 17.
Yeah, it's at the time.
Come on.
Second address, chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
Right.
And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
But it's saying that everybody's alive in the street of that great city, which is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. Hey man, Exodus part 2 is coming. But like the brother was speaking on with the blackouts, because the brother got an article, and then the brother finna get the account of what actually happened during the blackout that the Lord sent upon ancient Egypt, man. You know what actually really was going on. Because when you read in Exodus, 144, when you read in Exodus, it said the Lord put darkness upon the land, right? But when you finna read it in Wisdom of Solomon, let you know that the Wisdom of Solomon is a part of the scriptures, man. The Apocrypha is a part of the Bible. Get it, brother. Get the account. Get into the details of what happened.
I'm just jump to the points in it. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and starting at verse 4. Because they pretty much had nowhere to run or hide from. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 4. It says, for neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. You know, which is like like scary facial expressions.
Being in the face so dark, it's like you ain't paranormal activity. It's like ultimately like those people who get solitary confinement. Once they in there for so long, you start talking to themselves and seeing people, man. But it was so dark in that place, man, that it could be felt and you could feel it, man. Because the Lord was actually sending plagues and death demons upon Egypt, man. But you got to know what?
Gonna jump into verse 14 and 15.
Yeah.
It says in Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 14, but they sleeping the same, so like it says in verse 14, but they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell. It says
in a hellish condition, man. You know? Hey, and ultimately, we about to get into it too. I ain't gonna jump the gun, I ain't get into it.
It says in verse 15, were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions.
Monstrous apparitions, man. Like the brother was going into it. When you think about paranormal activity, when you think about Jeepers Creepers, sightings of ghosts. Hey, go on to it. I didn't say creeper things they heard, but they couldn't see. You got it.
Yeah, that's what I read in verse 4. And it says in finishing up in Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 15, it says we're partly vexed with monstrous apparitions and partly fainted, their heart failing them, for a sudden fear and not looked for came upon them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Jump to verse 18 and 19.
Yeah. It says in Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 18, whether it were a whistling wind or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches.
Right. Hey, you know, it remind me of Jason Voorhees. You know, when he be like, you know what I'm saying? You hearing shit, right? You heard them call your name, like the movie Sinners. You know, when Cornbread went out there to go use the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? They would call his name. They said Cornbread. He couldn't hear nothing though. He couldn't see nothing. He like, what the fuck? You know? Like pretty much, you know, when Jake say, Lord, you damn right. The Lord is in the midst, man. It said there be spirits created for vengeance, man. So go ahead and watch your horror films and your thriller movies that y'all like, because those things are actually really gonna be played out on Earth, man.
Yeah.
You thought your ass was in the zombie apocalypse, man. A lot of y'all done took that juice, and y'all gonna be worse than the movie World War Z. Keep going.
Gun.
Start at 17, pick up at 17, then come back to it.
Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 17. For whether, it says, for whether he were husbandman or shepherd or a laborer in the field, he was overtaken and endured that necessity which could not be avoided, for they were all bound with one chain of darkness.
Right. Hey, so the Lord was like, shit, I don't give a damn. Because, you know, during that time, the Lord was showing that he dealt with his people. And he showed that he wanted his people to be delivered. But now, all Israel is not of Israel, man. Because what we opened up, what we was going into recently in this lesson, we was going into finding rest for your souls. But they said we would not walk therein. So what you think, what's the ending result for a person that don't want to find rest for their souls, man? Death. So they're going to be overcome by their darkness, whether they be in the field, whether they be husbandmen, no matter what situation or good situation they think that they're in, they're going to be judged. You know what I'm saying? Hey, as in the days of Noah, man. You know, they was partying, giving into marriage, and then, hey, that flood came. So just as well as Yahweh said, I'm coming as a thief in the night. A thief is not going to tell you when he's coming. The thief not going to say, hey, man, get ready. At 10 o'clock p.m., I'm going to come through your window, and, hey, I'm coming, man. I'm coming to take. No. The Lord said, hey, I'm coming unexpected, man. I want to catch a lot of you dumb motherfuckers off guard, man. I want to catch you lacking on purpose. Man. Catch It's too lacking so they can be looking dumbfounded in the face, man. So they can be like,
Yeah, depends now.
what it say, great fear fell among them. You see? That's what this all about, man. Instilling that fear in people. Everybody say, I don't fear nobody but God, but your actions show otherwise. That's why the Lord gonna bring the judgment. I'm gonna show you, you know what, nigga, keep talking. What they say, they speak much with their lips, but their heart is far from the Lord. So the Lord like, all right, keep on talking, man. I'm gonna hold you to those actions when it's all said and done, and I'm gonna try you, and I'm gonna see if you gonna pass my final exam. All right, we done with that wisdom of Solomon now. Get that revelation.
Just to prove the point that they show that darkness that the Lord had put on his place, man. You're not gonna be able to escape it. You know what I'm saying? It speaks about it, Amos, man.
Yeah,
Saying that you can't run from the Lord's judgment, man. Okay, the Lord is gonna put it up on your ass, man. And guess what? Whether if it's spirit straight up obedience, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the Wilsons, you gonna feel it, man. You gonna feel it, bro. If you gonna repent and turn back to the Lord, huh?
Hey, that BTA got an ETA, man. Alright? That built to ass got an estimated time of arrival, man. And the Lord is gonna come and pretty much start judging you people swiftly. So they might go chip and put differences between those that's disobedient and obedient. I don't care if you a nigga mama, I don't care if you a nigga daddy, nigga. If you take that motherfucking chip, you stay on that side of the street. And we gonna stay over here. It's just that simple. See, that's why Apostle Ball always say, well, brothers gotta understand what they really involved to. You can't praise the name of the Lord, Yahweh while everything all good right now. You gotta understand, you gotta prep your mind to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, man. There's gonna be a lot of uncomfortable situations. You're not gonna be able to lay your head on that bed at night. You're gonna have to sleep in the woods or something.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might get that serious, man. Trying to find food might be a little hard for the first 2 days.
It is gonna get that serious.
It's gonna get that serious.
Right.
Prophecy is written.
Man, it's gonna get bad, man. You ain't gonna, not taking a shower, not being able to brush your teeth, morning breath for 2 days.
Man.
Hey, but the good thing about it though, we got Lord.
Afro after here.
Afro.
Hey, brothers got here, they ain't even know they could grow. Hey, I can grow in here. You know, you got it, bro. What you finna say, Salak?
Yeah, bro, you good. I was just saying though, you know, even through all of that, you know, we got Lord, you know, Yahweh Shah with us. You know, everybody else, man, you know, they're gonna be, you know, left out there. You know, because Scripture does say in Isaiah 65th chapter that my servant shall eat. You know.
Hey, hold it.
Yeah,
hold it, bro. Because that's what we gonna end it with.
You know, because our end is not for the Lord to just fuck us up.
Man.
You know.
Revelation.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exercises all power of the first beast before him.
And ultimately, what this going to how these damn demons talk, man. They talk.
They say speak smooth things. No, he say they words be smooth as butter, but war in their heart, man. And he exercised their first beast, their old Roman Empire, man. Their draconian laws, man. All right, they coming down with the hammer, man. You know? Right, like the guy on Sinners, man. That devil on Sinners, man. He came in speaking smooth things, man. Telling them, hey, I'm down for you. Hey, he came in with that love spirit. I love you. He came in with that love spirit, man. And what he do? Attack their ass. And that's what this devil gonna do. Attack their ass, man. You know? And them 2 horns dealing with the plebeian and the patricians, man. What you will call today Democrat and Republicans, man.
Yeah.
Here it is, they warring with each other right now. But when it come to that MOTV, everybody gonna be on one accord, man. Because guess what? This devil gotta push forth his enterprise, man. And his coeptis, man. Every brother got a dollar, man. Look on the back of your dollar. I got a dollar right now. You putting it on now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The water. Right here. Show that annuous correctness and show that goddamn eagle, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because all they're dealing with that Roman Empire. And also, too, like it says, annuous correctus goes into the Most High's favor, you know? And then when you go into the bottom part, where it says, Novus Ordo Seclorum.
Novus Ordo Seclorum.
You see it, brother?
World order.
Right, which is the New World Order. He favors our undertaking.
I get Novus
He
Ordo
favors our
Seclorum.
undertaking, man. Ultimately, he favors our enterprise. And what the brother is reading into is dealing with their enterprise, man, their MOTB. You got it, huh? Yeah, you really jump to the point, man.
All right.
And he, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16.
Yeah.
And he calls of all, both small and great,
Yup.
rich and poor,
Yup.
free and bond,
Uh-huh.
to receive a mark in their right hand
Yup.
or in their forehead.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, man. That's what this all about, man. I don't give a damn about y'all people, man, that's playing around, not paying attention to the Lord's judgment, man. It's all about the MOTB, man. Whether you're gonna bow down to this beast system or you're gonna worship Yahweh Shai. Your faith is on trial, Jay. That's what this all about, man. So if we look right, so if we look stupid to you people standing out here, so what? So when that MOTB coming, we gonna see who's gonna have the last laugh, man. You know? We gonna see who's gonna be looking stupid. We gonna see who really the weak in Memphis, man. Cause that's what y'all is. You wanna worship, talking about you worship the Lord, you wanna come out your mouth saying Lord this, Lord that. Man, hey, the MOTB is gonna be put on the line, man. Your faith gonna be tested. What you gonna do, man? Is you loyal? Is you devoted? Is you devoted? Devout goes into God first.
It's not going to be a digital ID.
Right.
But the digital ID is going to be part of that RFID big chip.
Right.
Okay, so
Right,
your
right.
mouth saying talking about digital ID, that's because they really trying to cover their ass because they really don't want to tell you it's the RFID big chip and you're going to have to take it. So you finish it off on.
And and it ain't no mental thing, and it ain't white women, it ain't no embargo, it ain't none of that, man. None of that bullshit you other camps pushing out there, man. Read it, brother. Start from 16.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
That's literal, man. Goes into an intercision. Like it got to be imprinted. The highest job right now that you can have, getting paid a lot of money, is a surgeon. Why is that? Because a lot of y'all people, man, y'all already getting BBLs, you already getting false teeth, you already geared up for something to be pretty much put inside you, man. You already getting comfortable with doing it. People getting their face changed. Old people who got wrinkles up under their eyes are getting their pretty much getting their parts sucked out so they can look young and smooth again. You know? This stupid ass shit, man.
Hey, it's not even this, we're going back to the technology that's part of the week.
Right.
Like everything is progressively going. Now they tell you to update your ID. Some things can move faster. When you want to check out, trying to get a plane ticket, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't have these things, you're going to slow things up, man. So what Esau Edom was pushing, that fast pace. You know what I'm saying? It's come easy. You know what I'm saying? Just like the fast food, man. So it's gonna seem convenient for our people, but it's only gonna seem convenient to the like I said, the weak ass motherfuckers.
Right, it's gonna seem convenient for the weak. But for the strong, man, we understand that the Lord is our person who we give glory to. Who's gonna feed us during the time of Jacob's trouble. Who's gonna stand by us if we just stand for him. It's so simple. The Lord said strive for the truth unto death. Keep reading, man, because then we're going to get some precept.
All right.
You strive for the truth unto death, man.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 13, picking up at verse 17. and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
So they saying that the mark of the beast is white women. So we buying and selling white bitches. It don't even make sense, man. So we buying and selling a mentality. It's in the mind, brother. No, it's talking about a microchip that you're gonna have to have in your right hand or in your forehead to buy or sell. And if you got that mark, and if you got that microchip, you're gonna taste that judgment, man. That brother ain't born for the whole that precept, man. You better get that. You gotta get that because you can't speak on the mark of the beast without bringing forth their judgment after taking the mark of the beast. Yep. You got it, brother.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 7. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right. Ultimately 666, man. When you go into that chastise stigma, man. When you go into it, man, dealing with branding, as branding cattle, and you had those when you go into that. When you look up that word, when you look up their number, you had those who was willingly branding themselves, like those who knew that what the MOTB was for, it was for buying and selling, and they knew that they was gonna get judged, but they just did it anyway. What you call not listening to the message, not standing at the crossroads and actually paying attention and considering your moves in this wicked world, man. Or not just ultimately hearkening unto the prophet, hearkening unto Yahushua.
Also, to get 66 going to the universal product of
Right.
that's established and also going to see it in a big chip, man. Okay? Where you scan, you know what I'm saying, and keep all your information in there, man. But you know, the brother speaking on something, the judgment for taking it is in Revelation 14 chapter. You're going to be tormented in the presence of the angels in your house without worship God, man. You're taking it, bro. In your hand or in any hand, man. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's in your right foot, it doesn't matter, man. Under your tongue, if you take it, you are letting the Lord know that you are branding yourself and making Esau Edom your master, just like Esau branded the slaves to let them know what after they come. But it's just coming in that same formation, man. Going into it.
Yeah. Hey, brother, gotta get it, though. Get it, boy.
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh.
Hey, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, man.
Yeah.
The word to call God and Jesus Christ, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, the Lord coming to bring missiles to this place. That's the end it all, be it all. That's the final plague. That's the last trumpet. That's the encore of the whole movie, is the missiles. That's the most important part. Two most important parts of this movie. It's the MOTB and the missiles. And ultimately I deliver it to as well. And then the coming of our Lord Yahushua. Those are some major key points when it comes to the ending of this beautiful movie that we're in, man. Directed by Yahushua. You got it?
Revelation chapter 14, picking up at verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels.
Hey, I hate to be the weakling that take that chip, man. Because you gonna die. That's pretty much what the Lord is saying. Your ass gonna die. You take that mark of the beast, your right hand on your forehead, hey, the Lord gonna see about you. Yeah. Because really that's what this all about, man. It's about really who you serve, man. Do you serve the creature more than the creator? You gotta consider that. That's it on that, man. That's the rock, 28.
Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Hey, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee, man. See, ain't nothing gonna happen to somebody that follow the commandments, man. If you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and you fear the Lord, hey, that's a fountain of life. That's a fountain of life, man. To depart from the snares of death. You know? That's why it's very important to cleave unto Yahweh Shai, man, in these evil times, man. Make the best of every opportunity while you still breathing. Don't use the Lord breath of life for what's that? Give not yeah, for a couple of minutes, not that one. Give not occasion. Use not thy liberty for sin, pretty much. Get that, man. I think it's in Corinthians. Give not use not thy liberty for an occasion to sin. Galatians 5 and 13, bro.
This is Galatians 5 and verse 13. And it says, for brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use, it says, only use not liberty.
But this is true freedom right here, man. It said the truth should make thee free. You know what I'm saying? It's true freedom. So if we got true freedom right here, man, ultimately, guess what? We ultimately can make the right decision, man, when it's needed to be. So when that MOTB be introduced, man, hey, yo, what you choose when the life of death, hey, the Lord's gonna hold you to it. You gotta believe go.
Because it says in Galatians 5 and 13, it says, for brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for it says for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another.
Hey, and what is love? Keeping the commandments, man. And how are we serving y'all, man? Hey, we serving y'all by coming out here, risking our freedom and lives to do so, like Elder Malcolm say. We doing this. We could be doing anything today, but we come out to warn you about the MOTB. Hey, and we love doing it because the Lord said He is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, man. But what you niggas do, while you had liberty, you loathe the law, man. You despise the Most High, you despise His law. Therefore, now the judgment is at hand. That's all we have, man. We're going to turn towards the east, giving all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles, teaching us the truth. Peace and blessings to the brothers, preaching the word throughout the four corners. Peace and blessings to the elect. Amen. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.